Welcome in, everybody, back to another episode of Dahm. That's true. I almost said back to another episode of Ni Hao. I'm telling you. Owen, say it.
Ni Hao, everybody.
Welcome to your state-mandated episode of Dahm. That's true.
This is state-mandated episode number 85?
No. 74.
74? Alright.
So how long have you been big in China? Was it just that one episode that popped off?
I'm telling you, there's been like 292 listens in China, as opposed to like 142. We are so much bigger in China. Well, welcome everybody in.
I love this for us.
What are you Googling? What are you Googling?
74 in Chinese.
I think it's just 74, isn't it? All the numbers are kind of like the same.
Well, it's not 74. It's that doesn't.
Here's the chart. Wait, here's
Oh
the
my
chart.
god, we're huge in China.
Like, you're literally twice as popular in China.
Wait, here, we'll switch it. Hold on, see if you guys can see it. This is our listening chart.
We're kind of popping up in Russia and Brazil, though.
What is going
How
on?
many total listens from Russia? How many total listens from Russia?
From Russia, 7.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, dude. Putin, Ukraine, kind of not a country, bro.
Ukraine was a lot better.
What?
Dude, this is a tough one.
Here, just play it in the mic.
It's
Owen, what episode of Dahm That's True is this?
This is Dahm That's True, episode number.
Thank you.
That is so fucking hard. That is all the inflections you don't use in English.
Correct.
Yes. Owen said to post it on 10-cent video. Okay, all right. Picaro also says we need to keep it down. There's a sniper outside my window, making sure I don't break Chinese order. Thank you. Well, you're not breaking Chinese order. You're listening to Dahm That's True, baby.
State mandated.
State mandated Dahm That's True. All 252 of you.
Oh my god.
That is 2/3 of our viewers. It's based in China.
As we've always said on Dahm That's True, Taiwan, not really that legitimate.
Taiwan kind of cringe. Hong Kong kind of cringe.
Kind of cringe.
But if they were part of China, they'd be pretty hot.
I would agree.
Yeah, well, I mean, they are a part of China.
Of course.
Yeah, absolutely,
Of course.
absolutely. You're going to use the monitor? Okay, all right.
Sick.
Fair enough. Nice.
All right, now we get right into it. Truman, I'm going to take over the beginning of this episode.
Honestly, this was a little bit fun of a way to start this episode
I'm not gonna
compared to
lie.
how sad this episode is.
Okay, so first of all, speaking of China, though, I'd like all of our viewers to know to remember to not wash your hair. Because as you know, if you wash your hair on Lunar New Year, same thing as Chinese New Year, you will wash all of your blessings away. Do not forget, you must not wash your hair tomorrow.
But imagine if we washed our sins away.
That's not a joke. I'm serious.
Alright, never mind.
I'm serious. Do not wash your hair tomorrow.
Listen, I didn't shower today. I'm showering tomorrow.
Also, do not.
You to know this.
You're not supposed to kill tomorrow, including animals. So, if you are a farmer, you're not supposed to slaughter animals tomorrow.
No slaughtering animals.
Hadn't planned on killing anyway, but thanks for the heads up.
Yeah, I know.
I
How am I supposed to work?
I'm going to go home and remote into my computer because my Chinese coworker sent me an email that has the 17 things you're not supposed to do or you are supposed to do.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna double check.
Just sign into your email live on
Because last year, and this is the reason why I'm
password.
very religiously looking at these Chinese New Year rules. Because last year, I washed my hair on Chinese New Year.
Yeah.
And then 2021 kind of was ass. I'm not
No
gonna lie.
bitches.
No.
Kind of ass.
Negative bitches almost. I mean,
Yes.
Actually-
and you already getting your hair cut now. I mean,
Exactly
See,
one
you
bitch.
caught
As it turns out. The day before Chinese New Year. Exactly one
All I'm
bitch.
saying is that I got a haircut in accordance with the Chinese tradition of getting a haircut before Chinese New Year.
and it's already
To
started.
bring a fresh look into 2021.
Imagine you just slay it once a week. I mean,
Oh,
by the
that'd
way,
be
I
insane.
had something to tell you, by the way. I had something else
What?
to tell you about something of a DM that you've sent already before to somebody.
Do we
that
want to
maybe you
just say
should
it, please?
revisit it, sort of. I mean, I don't want to give you too much hope, but maybe you gave up too easy. That person was just bad at looking at their phone, apparently, according to inside sources.
Are you shitting
So
me?
I'm telling you that you should have said the joke that I said to Cinder. I'm just saying it. Owen's walking around.
Oh my goodness!
I'm just saying. I'm not sure. I'm not telling you that you're back in there, but I'm just saying it's not like you got shut out to completely.
Okay, 2022 looking off to a
Look,
good start.
look, you guys
boys.
got that. You guys got the haircut. You're already ready to roll. Look at that.
Dude,
Always
and
good.
then we can just create a Chinese drama, and we can
Oh.
just dub it all in Chinese for our listeners.
Oh,
trauma,
we
if
should
you-
make
no.
the Chinese drama, but it should be The Zootopia Arby's.
You know what would be funny though? If all of our Chinese listeners are just people in Hong Kong and Taiwan who speak English.
Oh, that would be brutal. And then for us just to come out and be like, pro China, I guess. And they're like, damn it.
That would be
lose 2/3 of our viewer base?
I'm sure that would
of
be,
our listeners?
That would be brutal for them.
That would be brutal.
So if you're from China, please tell us what province you're located in.
But if you're anywhere else, make sure to share it with a friend, share it with your family. Tell everybody to listen to Dahm, that's true. We're maybe we haven't pandered enough. I think that's Dahm, that's true could use some more pandering. So we're here to pander.
All right, but
tell everybody.
But also, I won the bet officially with the Chiefs. You know, we're gonna cry about it later on stream. But with the Chiefs losing, Patrick Mahomes losing 1 fumble and throwing 2 picks. But with the Chiefs picking off Joe Burrow
once,
should have been
Mahomes
twice.
didn't lose a fumble.
Oh, that's right. Joe Tooney hopped on it.
Yeah, if he would have lost the fumble, it would have saved me about 20 minutes.
Yeah, for real. But so now Truman officially owes me a dinner on the plaza. Thank you. That means from the Bills game on, the Chiefs did not turn the ball over. Actually, after the Titans game,
it was twice. They had to do it 2 more times. And they did it in the
immediately
Titans
because that was
they immediately did it, and I was like, "You sweating?"
And I was sweating for 16 games ish.
No, 10 games ish.
Yeah, 10 games.
Yeah.
But officially got the dub, boys. Thank you. Woo! So yeah, and so, but we just want to get right into it. Are we just gonna straight go?
Oh, and I want to go through the 5 stages of grief because I'm not sure. I think we need to process it all.
Okay.
Because I don't know if I'm truly at acceptance yet. I'm about at acceptance.
So first one's bargaining.
Is it?
Right.
I don't believe that.
No, I don't think so. I think it's anger. No, it is bargaining.
Anger's 2. You know that?
No, it's denial.
Yeah.
Well, we can't really deny that they lost, so we can just.
But you were kind of in denial that it was almost denial that.
I did tweet on Twitter, I can't fucking believe it, no fucking way.
Yeah, wait.
Let's
go to Owen's Twitter.
There's no way he fucking threw a pick in overtime.
Yeah, I probably did that. Check my Twitter.
I kind of knew it, honestly. I was like, once, because Mahomes gets it. Oh, fuck. That's the wrong one. You're right. There you are. Okay. All right, cool. Sweet. You can't see any names in that one.
Did you see what Nick Wright did this morning? He brought his daughter.
I did see this. This was pretty funny.
So
yeah,
funny,
absolutely.
dude. So funny.
Let's see. Did Owen tweet it? Tired, me, wired.
Nothing.
Getting
because I was
pussy.
just tired. Because I was just tired.
Gonna jump off a bridge. Oh, yeah. This shit hurts. I cannot believe it. The Bengals will get dominated in the Super Bowl. Is that your denial?
Nah, bro. Fuck the Rams.
I
Fuck
literally-
Matt Stafford.
When did you put Patrick Mahomes' wee ball?
When the overtime started.
Was it?
Yeah, probably.
At 5:05? I am frightened. Oh, yeah, probably. Yeah, 5:05 had to be right around there. Ugh, probably.
Bro, I was so ready
when he threw the
for
pick.
the Chiefs to lose the coin toss, the Bengals score on them before Patrick Mahomes could take the field, and then a bunch of people would get fucking salty on Twitter. I was ready for it, and then it didn't happen.
I could have told you. I said it from the get go, and I said if I legitimately when they went to overtime, I said we could just get the checks now. I knew Mahomes was in such a bad mental state. There was a graph. I don't know. I think I retweeted it. It might be tough to find because I was fucking dunking on kids all day on Twitter. But hold on. Let me see if I can find this. Oh, sorry. I'm posting really funny TikToks. There it was.
And the suicide hotline.
You see it? Yeah, you see it retweeted. It's not...
are we retweeting pictures of Bobby Witt for Royals Hope?
Yeah.
That's the bargaining. There's your bargaining.
Yeah. But so basically, there's a graph showing like all of the performances from 2017 to 2021. And first half, Patrick Mahomes, as far as PFF grade and EPA.
Oh yeah, I remember
EPA
that
graded, he was all the way at the top right, like the best of both axes. And then his second half numbers were the bottom left.
Yeah, he did not play.
Like he literally was the best there's ever been, and then the worst there's ever been in the first half and the second half compared. Yep. It was kind of, feels a little bit like denial, honestly.
Yes.
So yeah, I think there was some denial. I think we were all just, I can't believe this has happened. Sort of. I mean, I think during the game, I think you're like, what if they miss it? I bet they're gonna miss this field goal, but know they're not gonna miss it. Right. Especially as they kept going down. The illegal formation when that brought him in, that was something that didn't really get talked about, that should maybe get talked about a little bit.
Did they have any illegal?
They had an illegal formation on the Joe Mixon run that went for like 15 yards that ran him down.
They didn't call it?
Yeah, that's what Andy Reid threw the challenge flag, and he threw it about the illegal formation run.
Did he win that challenge?
No, they said that you can't review illegal formations. But he was correct. There was about 8 guys on the line, which is too many. So that was really brutal. But
That was pretty cringe.
what are you going to do?
See, those are the kind of penalties that your referee crew cannot miss.
Yeah, it was a light, but it was light called. But I would say
The whole game was.
I would say the Chiefs got away with some, and the Bengals got away with some. I don't think either of us can really complain about it.
They didn't.
I think the Chiefs had to. What I will complain about is that the Chiefs having to waste a timeout to challenge. They had to call the timeout before they challenged the Michael Burton third down that he got, and then they marked him like a yard short.
Yeah.
They had to challenge that, which then cost. But they had to call the timeout to challenge it, which was really frustrating.
Mm-hmm.
So it cost them a timeout, which then cost them running the ball inside the red zone at the end of halftime.
Right.
Which then cost them a score.
Yeah.
So, but Mahomes also cost them a score. That was a stupid.
True.
It was
Stupid dumb
Is there
ball.
like a watch later on Twitter?
bookmark.
Yeah. Yeah, but then so yeah, after anger, because we were always like, motherfucker, I can't believe we only scored 3 points in the second half again against them, you know?
Yes.
And then we move into
Gotta check
bargaining.
in on my wife
So we're like, oh.
No, there was anger. I mean, there was a lot of anger.
Yeah, sure.
Right? You were mad at Patrick Mahomes. You were mad at Andy Reid.
Bro, can I just say, some of the shit I've seen on Twitter, y'all have had 4 consecutive AFC championships and 2 Super Bowls bookending, or
Yes.
2 Super Bowls in the middle of your 4 AFC championships.
Right.
And people are like, man, fuck Andy Reid, fuck Patrick Mahomes. Fuck off.
Yeah, that's
Eat my whole ass.
Right, I mean,
What I
but
will
this
say
is
is
the
that-
kind of Philly fan thing. Andy Reid went to 4 straight NFC championship games and didn't cash in on a Super Bowl.
Who had the post about we shouldn't be here? Anybody know what that was? Where that was posted? It might have been Casey NBC 9.
I had a friend that were like,
What was it,
damn,
like a
Chiefs have
underdog
kind of been
post?
coasting on the fact that the AFC shit this year. I was like, thank you. Someone else has woken up to the fact that everyone in the AFC is just dog shit this year. I would say the Chiefs were the best team in the AFC,
So
but that's not saying a lot.
what is this? Oh, so this was essentially the post from KNBC. Is that they tweeted out? They said we were. Oh, I was hearing Joe's videos he's listening to, and I thought we were coming out of my speakers.
You're good.
They said we were never supposed to be here. They counted us out. They put us down. They put this team battle back. We did it once. We'll do it again. Thank you for an incredible ride. That was posted. Everybody roasted this. They said, you've been here for 3 times in a row. Here's what I will say.
The Chiefs started off terrible this year.
Is that when week 7,
Yeah.
when we were 3-4, we were on this show saying, I don't know if they're going to make it. I don't know if they're going to make it.
I said they
You
were
were
gonna make it.
you were still pretty
You did,
sure.
yeah, you had
But
your
I will say that there's clips of people smashing pumpkins
Stephen
that
A.
said the Chiefs were
Smith,
down and
yeah,
out.
Michael
Everybody
Strahan.
said the Chiefs were down and out. I will say is that this post got roasted, but this is a recency bias because in week 7 people did count us out.
That's true.
I'm not afraid to say that. This looks bad because you've been to 4 straight. So we were kind of like, yeah, we deserve to be here. But that one point in the season, it felt like we weren't going to get here.
Right.
This is a stupid, and it's the same thing. I don't know, man. And also, I will say this. I was going to say this from a pop culture minute, but in the fact that this is weird, it is also very weird about all the posting you see about Jackson and Brittany.
Dude, that's fucking weird.
Brittany especially. Well, and I think the Jackson stuff is
I
mostly.
say Brittany especially because Jackson, it's kind of
the-
deserved, not as
But the
deserved.
more stuff I see about Jackson,
Yeah.
it is mostly.
To the degree it is weird, but Jackson
Well,
does deserve some shit.
But what is I would say the number one thing that's mentioned about Jackson Mahomes when you see people saying it is calling him is like when
Right.
you don't have to deal with Jackson Mahomes' gay brother, and I'm like,
Right.
one, not officially gay, not out of the closet, hasn't been public about it or anything.
Right. 2, even if he was, who fucking cares?
And,
Grow up.
Right, and all the comments are, bro, you're so in the closet. You're so in the closet. And what we talked about is that I thought a lot of the Jackson Mahomes stuff was kind of homophobic.
Yeah.
And people just kind of told on themselves after this game is because all of it was kind of about it being
Dude, it's
a little
so
homophobic.
I mean, and we've talked about this on the show. DMing players is already cringe. DMing the families of players, that's
the most
fucking
cringe.
weird, dude.
And it doesn't.
That's weird.
And you say, well, they're celebrating on social media. They're being assholes. So the champagne complaint, I think that's insane.
Yeah.
I think we all mentioned that we were at the game. If Brittany Matthews was spraying future Mahomes, future Brittany Mahomes was spraying. Homophobia is not pog. That's a good point. Weirdos on the internet, also a good point. Lucy Cats in the chat, absolutely.
True.
But they were spraying champagne into the crowd. Everybody's like, I can't believe she would spray champagne. And people were looking up, like, giving alcohol minors rules and all this stuff. I was like, dude, you're
weird.
You're weird. I was like, you're mad that you lost, and that's fine. But the weirdness, it was all so weird.
The fans asked her to spray them.
Right. Yeah. Well, they didn't ask, but I'm sure they egged her on.
I was hearing that they told her to do it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, either way, it's still weird. The whole Britney and Jackson Mahomes thing is that
the weirdest thing is them posting the picture from middle school. That's weird.
Yeah, the champagne thing is reaching because the people, they don't like her. Yeah, and also the middle school or the high school picture that they all post where she's like bugging Patrick and he's staying straight faced. I think we've all taken a version of that photo.
A middle school.
There's a photo of me and Elias, a friend of the show. There's a photo of us just straight faced on my Instagram, just messing around because that's what high school boys do.
They're like, emotions are fucking not cool,
right?
Dude.
Yeah, I just don't.
Dude, it's just so fucking weird. DMing players is already weird enough. But people like mobbing the families of players, that's just so disgusting to me. I even when Giselle made those comments about the Patriots wide receivers after that AFC Championship game loss by the Patriots, I think it was 2011 or 2012?
Yeah, I don't
remember. But
luckily there wasn't really
she had a public statement. Even then, it is still not okay to mob somebody's significant other.
No, it's really
it's corny, it's weird, it's not funny, it's weird behavior, it's weirdo behavior.
And mostly because you have anonymity when you're doing it, and you're just there to bring people down and try to tear them down.
Fucking weird.
Legitimately, the only thing you're trying to do is tear somebody down, and it's very weird.
Yeah,
but that's why I would think a lot of my anger after the game was I knew TikTok and Twitter was going to be going crazy about stopping Jackson Mahomes. Which was I was like, this is so
If
stupid.
you don't want to see Jackson Mahomes content, don't follow him on TikTok or Instagram or Twitter.
Fucking leave him alone. I thought the shower was more tone deaf than anything. Yeah, kind of tone deaf, but yeah, it was mostly all the things that people were saying about it were reaching. If people were like, I can't believe the rich elite were spraying the pores with the champagne.
Yeah, first
I
of all,
would be like, yeah, that's a little weird.
First of all, the thing is that those people must not know what lower bowl tickets cost, first of all.
Yeah.
Because that is not the pores sitting in the lower bowl at Chief Stadium.
Yeah.
Because if you know, the box seats are right above the lower bowl. The lower bowl is the only second to the box seats for the price level of seats. There are no poor people.
Although I would say for that game, honestly, it wasn't... that game, what's crazy, all the lower bowl tickets, probably cheaper than any game to get in on Sunday.
Probably.
Which was crazy.
But still, those tickets are not...
Sure.
Your average Joe is not buying a lower bowl ticket.
The cheapest ticket on Sunday was like $450.
Yeah, for the nosebleeds? Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Oh, you meant... Okay.
The tickets that
I'm caught up.
Yeah, the tickets that me and Owen had last week probably would have been like $500 at least this week.
Yeah.
Which is insane. Okay, so we're moving past anger. I think a lot of our anger was directed at other people.
I did a lot of bargaining because I started comparing it to 2011 to 2015 Patriots. As we all know, they were a dynasty, but they...
A dynasty, if you will.
Exactly. They, in 5 years, only won one Super Bowl in those 5 years. And they were, by far, top 3, probably top 2 team in the AFC over all of those years. 2011 through 2015. They went to the AFC Championship 5 times and only won one Super Bowl.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of bargaining going on where you're like, I don't know what
you're looking to stretches to compare to.
It's just, you're trying to give it. I think trying to find stretches. I think I've got another team that I want to talk about that was more in my depression state, I would say. But I would say, there's a lot of bargaining that goes on that you go, I can't, I would trade. Well, and people, we had people tweeting at us about getting rid of Mahomes or what, or whatever.
Dumb.
It's just
absolutely dumb shit you would be saying.
But actually, though, here I want to talk about this real quick. Do you think that we should get rid of Eric Bieniemy because we did not adjust properly in the second half?
No, that's an Andy Reid thing. You're not going to get rid of Andy Reid. I wish somebody would hire Eric Bieniemy because I think what's also made the Chiefs semi-successful is having a fresh face in there a lot, having a fresh offensive coordinator. They got rid. They had Nagy. Or they had Peterson. Peterson got hired. They had Nagy. Nagy got hired. They had Bieniemy. And Bieniemy's now been here for 3 or 4 years. And it's
already 4 years. Damn.
Yes, thank you.
I think it's 3 years. No.
And it's like I'm almost just ready for him to move on because I want a fresh face in there because you kind of the offense looks kind of the same every week, and I miss when it looked different kind of every other year.
Yeah,
but
that's fun.
And I'm interested to see what Cass.
So what are you thinking about in the depression? Because I solved my depression by
You can't solve your depression with alcohol.
No, I solved it by talking to DJ Johnson. He showed up to
That
L
was
House.
pretty cool.
I was like, holy shit. I was like, hey, are you DJ Johnson? He's like, yeah, I am. And I was like, dude. And
Isn't he on a G League contract right now?
Yeah, he showed me his credentials. He had it in his he had actually he had a fucking bag with him, like a Gucci bag, and he pulled out his Pacers credentials. And I was like, oh, that's fucking cool.
That's pretty cool.
And I was chatting with him for like an hour.
Really?
And he's like exactly the guy that when
super great guy.
Yeah, when you see a sports guy and he like just looks really smiley, always had good interviews. People that do well in interviews aren't always like that person. DJ Johnson is absolutely that person.
And he talked to you for like
an hour.
That's crazy,
dude. He was just a nice guy. It was so cool. And then when he was leaving with his friends to go to Mosaic, I was like, hey, you mind if I get a picture? He's like, absolutely. And so that's pretty cool. Shout out DJ. Thank you.
That was a good way to solve your depression.
Yeah, dude.
My depression is that I started to compare the Chiefs' two teams, and
so like
the one that led me to depression. Can you guess?
Is it the Colts?
No. It's a team that has won a Super Bowl, then lost one, and then has never been back since. And now this quarterback is probably about to move teams.
Oh, the Seahawks.
The Seahawks.
No.
It made me, man, every time I think back of it, it's the fucking, people send me the goddamn photo. Or I think about last year when we lost, everybody sent me the photo about Mahomes wins it, or, has a good rookie season, wins the Super Bowl sophomore season, loses to Tom Brady, never goes back to the Super Bowl, which is the Russell Wilson story.
I don't think there's a universe in which, Mahomes doesn't return to a Super Bowl.
That's the thing. Somebody at work said, I don't think they'll win another Super Bowl under Mahomes. And the thing is that they said that a while back, and their defense is that Super Bowls are really hard to win. And I would say sort of, but not really. I'd say once you're there, once you're in the upper elite, it's hard to get knocked out of the elite.
Yes, but the thing is, though, that when Tom Brady was winning all his Super Bowls, he was like far and away 1, 2, or 3 of quarterback every year.
Right.
Of stats and
As
wins.
Well, he got 2 or 3 the last 4 years.
He got carried through the first 3, I would say.
Right, sure. But I mean, he did get boosted from playing in a bad division. But the AFC West also makes terrible decisions.
Yeah, Josh McDaniels hired as the Raiders head coach. The Broncos hired the Packers OC.
Yeah. People think Aaron Rodgers might go to the Broncos.
I saw that as well. That's very funny.
I mean, that would make them a good team, but I think that would put them at about the Chargers this year level. And I think you're gonna, and the McDaniels, I don't think either of those were slam dunks. Yes, if it counts for anything, I think the Chiefs are in a much better spot than the Seahawks are after their loss. I would say
the Seahawks
that too.
Didn't draft well after winning their Super Bowl.
Yeah, the Seahawks had their Legion of Boom broken up, and that's what really got them to all the Super Bowls was the Legion of Boom, that elite defensive backfield. And the Chiefs have a terrible defense right now.
Yeah, we can draft.
I would say, and here's the thing: is free agency's coming up, and we'll talk.
There's a lot of Chiefs players,
which I think it's time to move on to acceptance. I think.
Yeah, you know what we should accept?
Frank Clark being gone.
No.
Anthony Hitchens being gone.
Better. Ben Neiman and Dan Sorensen are both free agents this year. It's okay, buddy.
That's the thing is, that's what I'm saying is that so many guys that we're about to lose in this offseason.
But here, let's talk about who's not a free agent. Rashad Fenton, not a free agent.
Is he not?
Joe Tooney, not a free agent.
Yeah, Joe Tooney's back.
Creed Humphrey, not a free agent.
Trey
Nick
Smith?
Bolton, not a free agent. Trey Smith, not a free agent.
Willie
Gay, not a free agent.
4 of your starting offensive linemen right now aren't free agents.
Yes, the only one who is a free agent is Orlando Brown, and I feel like he would sign here for cheaper.
Here's the thing.
You think Orlando Brown demands big money and goes somewhere?
One, yes, and here's in the NFL.
I think he wants to catch his dad. I think he wants to win Super Bowls.
As a I'm gonna get a little cringe here. As a left-leaning somebody, I tell you to go get your money. Go absolutely go get that money. I don't care. Take who pays you the highest and go get it.
He comes from an NFL family. He comes from money already.
In a league that chews you up and spits you out.
Sure.
But his dad isn't giving him money at this point. It doesn't matter what family he comes from.
His dad has since passed.
Well, okay.
But
he's not getting money from his dad's estate, probably.
Maybe not. But he comes from money. I feel like it's more about prestige if you come from money. You're not as driven to chase a big bag.
There is a good point that our division is also probably weaker than the NFC West, which is half the battle, which is fair. I mean, the Chiefs have won 6 division titles in a row, which is the only team to ever do that in the AFC
And the
West.
Chargers are still the Chargers, so that's good.
And the Raiders hired Josh McDaniels, so they're still the Raiders.
And the Broncos still employ Drew Lock. So,
well, not after this year.
well,
I think he's a
probably
free agent coming up too.
I think he goes and
It'll be
he's a
interesting to
backup
see where
quarterback.
Aaron Rodgers goes. But I think the acceptance is so Ben Neiman's a free agent. Daniel Sorensen's a free agent.
You got to think that Daniel Sorensen
I think one of those guys
resigns.
gets re-signed. I'll say that. I think it's probably Dan Sorensen, just because he is sort of a Dave Tobe guy.
He's a BYU guy.
Yeah,
And I think if Dan Sorensen never went to BYU, he wouldn't have gotten re-signed.
but I hope Ben Neiman's gone. I'll say that openly.
I hope Anthony Hitchens is gone. Get his ass out of here.
Frank Clark is going to get cut.
I do.
Anthony Hitchens will get cut. Both of
Either
those
that or
deals,
restructured.
those deals could get restructured, but both of them are getting cut. They will not take the cap hit that they're at right now, which is a plus.
Do you think we re-signed Tyrann Mathieu? I don't know.
I am not sure either.
He said in his post game that he wants to stay here, but it sounds like Veach does not want to.
I mean, here's what I'd say about Tyrann Mathieu too: is I'm not blown away every moment by Tyrann Mathieu. He's a great leader of men. He makes good plays, but he isn't Eric Berry. He isn't Derek Johnson.
he
where you have to know where he is at all times. Is that he is kind of a smaller guy where sometimes, even with how tenacious and the knack for the ball and the football sense that he has, that sometimes he does just get washed out of a play.
Sure, but would you like to see him resign?
Yeah, I mean, I think he's probably a top 10 strong safety in the NFL.
Yeah.
And I think that's hard to upgrade from.
Sure.
I think sometimes these guys fire coaches who are 8 or who are 9-7 and they are 9-8, and they like Brian Flores is a great example of firing a good coach.
Oh my
to go
lord!
and
Poverty franchises do poverty
to go and find a better. Well, they might sign Jim Harbaugh, which would be kind of crazy, honestly.
I think they should sign Jim Harbaugh. I
mean,
don't know why Jim Harbaugh ever went to college.
Anybody who would
Well,
sign
went
Jim
back to
Harbaugh,
college.
well, he got kicked out.
Chiefs,
of the
as of right now, have 15.4 mil in projected cap.
Yes.
So that's answering a question from chat.
Oh, was there?
Yes.
Oh, sorry, I missed that.
I'm trying to pending free agents. Jaron Reed. Fuck, my phone just died. I guess you gotta pull it up.
Oh, you want to just Google whatever you Googled? You can.
Oh sure, yeah. Use your
Well,
phone.
yeah.
That's really funny that it died during that.
Yeah.
Can I go over this?
No, I don't care. The cap. I don't know. It's not terrible. Also, the cap's gonna go up. I don't.
By significant amounts, I think. I think it's up 50 mil. Yeah,
Okay, here, let me read it real quick.
I got it.
Okay. So, yeah, I mean, I'm just not.
Off-season preview. 50.4 million cap space. Okay.
I don't see where the Chiefs get that much worse.
Yeah. So free agents this year: Jaron Reed, Travarius Ward,
Charvarius Ward's a free agent.
Mm-hmm. Mike Hughes, Melvin Ingram, and Derek Nottie.
Melvin Ingram, I think, should get re-signed. That's an easy one. Pay him half of what you paid Frank.
Josh Gordon, D-Rob, and BP are all free agents as well.
Re-sign Byron Pringle.
I hope I don't know if we will. I hope we do because he's in a good story, but I don't know if we. I hope we re-sign him on a D-Rob contract, and I hope we get D-Rob out of here.
We have now entered shit. I have no fucking clue. About.
Okay.
When does the Mahomes extension? He goes from 9 mil to I think, or he goes from 7 mil to like 39 mil next year.
Okay, so the Chiefs have
next year
a pick in round 1, pick in round 2, pick in round 3, 4, 6, and 5 7th-round picks.
Well, and they're gonna get another 3rd round pick
and another 3rd from the compensation.
from Poles getting hired. Yes.
So, yeah, with
absolutely.
5 7th-round picks.
Absolutely.
5 7th-round picks is pretty cool, though.
Absolutely.
Hey, yo.
They're just retweeting.
No, I meant to like it. Sorry.
I got you.
But absolutely.
Yeah, no, so we're going to have, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 picks. That's really good.
Yeah, because it feels like the Chiefs always trade away their draft picks, which is fine.
And it feels like the Chiefs
They
can...
have 5 7-round picks. That's insane.
That's crazy, because that's if you have 5, that's basically a 6th at that point. Because you're picking, probably...
And you could trade them away to move up in the 6th or the... You could probably move your 6th round pick up to a 5th round pick,
Right.
honestly.
But, I mean, Rashad Fenton was a 6th rounder.
What?
Rashad Fenton was a late 6th rounder, and now he's a starter, so...
Who was an all-pro as a rookie?
Uh,
Was Creed Humphrey an all-pro?
Probably. Or him or Nick Bolton. I believe Creed Humphrey was an all-pro, yes.
What's he?
So a
was
draft
he
pick that
second
everyone
team
was like,
All-Pro?
oh my gosh, what the hell? Turned out to be an all-pro player.
I didn't think Creed Humphrey. Creed Humphrey, I think, sounded like a slam dunk, honestly.
Kind of like
Joe Tooney was an All-Pro. Oh, and Creed Humphrey. Holy shit! We had 2 All-Pros.
Yeah.
I missed that. What the fuck?
No one got through the right side of the line.
I think I got mad because Travis Kelce didn't make it.
When does the Mahomes extension start hurting? Is it within 2 years? It doesn't start hurting ever, actually.
No, it starts hurts this year, but it's not. It's 39 mil, which is similar to a lot of them. The New York Times. That's funny. Okay.
I don't think that the Mahomes extension is ever going to hurt the Chiefs because the salary cap is going to keep going up.
There's lots of good DBs in this draft. I do like that. I think Charvarius Ward gets re-signed probably. I like a cheaper deal for like 2 or 3 years for Charvarius Ward, and I think they draft a cornerback in the first round also.
In the first round? I think they might go wide receiver.
They might go defensive end also.
Oh, that's actually where we should go. Defensive end is so deep.
Especially if there's a lot of good DBs too. I think defensive end talent's harder.
You know, I can see the Chiefs trading up and getting that guy from Minnesota, the 378 pounder.
I don't even know what that is now.
He's just a beefy brother.
Interesting. But he'd probably play interior. There's no way anybody who's 350 pounds is playing on the outside.
Absolutely unit of a dude that plays at Georgia. Isn't he at the end?
No, he's a defensive tackle.
Oh, he is a tackle?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That man is massive and plays defensive tackle, yes. But that's my acceptance is that I think the Chiefs aren't going to get that much worse. And here's the thing, is I think this will reset mentality of sorts.
Yeah.
I think you don't make the Super Bowl. I think also there's something to be said, is that the Chiefs have gone to the Super Bowl the last 2 years, the AFC Championship game the year before that, and the AFC Championship game this year. And something that Chase pointed out that maybe we dismissed a little too quickly is he pointed out that the Bengals rested their guys in Week 17 or Week 18, and nobody else did. And I wonder if that does play a factor. And the fatigue of just going that deep so many years, I think, plays a role.
Yeah, there's no good QBs. Some poor team's gonna reach on fucking the kid from Georgia and then get a Nathan Peterman.
For once, the Chiefs' offensive line's honestly in a pretty solid spot.
Yeah, we need one guy.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, the Chiefs' line O-line's actually always been deceptively deep, but we've always just had to play Mike Remmers and Andrew Wiley out of position, making because people say, oh, you're just switching from right to left, but if you're taking a step back, bouncing on your right foot.
Yeah, left tackles
like 1,000 times in a row. It's gonna feel weird to do it on the other side.
Left tackle's nothing compared to right tackle. That's why you saw when Orlando Brown did go out, you saw Joe Tooney just slide over, because that was the easiest slide to make.
Right.
Is because he's an all-pro left guard who's just like, go play left tackle. That's fine. But
sliding out.
Oh, I guess that was Pro Football Focus's all-pro. Okay, never mind. So maybe Creed Humphrey
sliding across is way different than sliding to the left.
Yeah,
because the mechanics are still the same. You're just moving a little bit. Moving a little bit farther.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah. All right. You want to get into the Super Bowl predictions?
I think we're gonna do Super Bowl predictions next week. I think we've got some Bengals bros we're gonna have on.
Oh, I don't want to have to fucking hear them. The Bengals did not.
Have them on.
The Bengals did not win that game. The Chiefs lost that game. I will go to my.
I would agree with that, honestly. As a Bengals fan,
I think a lot of
Joe Burrow.
I think a lot of people
23 of 38 for 250 and 2 touchdowns.
I really think he had Jimmy G type numbers.
That was not that impressive.
I don't know, and I thought Jamar Chase pushed off on that touchdown.
Oh, absolutely, he did.
We talked about it. Somebody said, I said that to one of my Bengals friends. I said that to Chase, and Chase said, "Well, it wasn't a good push off because he didn't get much separation." I was like, "He caught the fucking ball. What do you?" I didn't say that to him. I just ate it because I was just like, I was like, "All right, man."
But to be fair, they called it the same way the whole game. So
yeah, right.
Not allowed to.
Rashad Finn got away with one in the end zone. I would say that. But I think a lot of teams got away with a lot of stuff. The weird running into the punt.
I don't know how you don't throw that flag. That's weird.
Yeah, I would say I've never interpreted the fair catch as you can run into him a little bit if you want to.
Yeah, no, that's
weird.
crazy that they didn't throw that one.
That's
I get it that their whole strat was to not. Sorry, Vincent, but their whole strat was to not throw any flags at all. To let the teams play, but that's one that you
because that was just bad discipline.
It's like a false start. It's like not calling a false
Well,
start.
and then the one defensive pass interference they called them the Chiefs
that was weird
over the tight end. I thought that was a bad call. I was like, I don't think.
No, I do find it impressive, but Mahomes was also off.
Yeah, I don't think. Here's the thing: is they broke up a couple passes, but Mahomes missed a lot of passes. It was a little impressive. It was definitely an interesting strategy because what they did is they dropped 8 into coverage, and Mahomes just kind of folded.
Yeah.
But we just feel like Mahomes folded. We didn't feel like the defense was that impressive because it felt like Mahomes ran around, didn't do shit, and then got tackled. Even on that play at the end of the second half where they knocked it out and fumbled it, and he fumbled it, and then we jumped on it luckily. He had guys open. It was just he just didn't see it.
The thing is that Joe Burrow, we're honestly...
Well, they're talking defense. They're talking defense.
Right, no, but in our minds, we're comparing it to Josh Allen. And Josh Allen lost while playing an absolutely fantastic game. Joe Burrow did not play an absolutely fantastic game.
Right. I would have felt better about the Bills lost. I would have felt better about the Chiefs because this loss was not the Chiefs' best game, and I don't think the Bengals made us play a bad game. But their defense was good. Their coverage was good.
They definitely stepped up in the second half for sure.
But Mahomes also was off.
As Chiefs fans, we feel like kicking a field goal at the end of the first half wins us the game.
Right.
And in terms of points, it would have.
Because if you think about the big plays that the Chiefs didn't make, or the big plays of the defensive stops, I would say that defensive line interception, that felt like a Mahomes mistake. That felt like Mahomes being terrible because he was off. There was the play to start OT where he just throws it over D-Rob's head.
Yeah, not a good
which
throw.
you're like, Mahomes is off. He threw it just over Clyde Edwards-Helaire's head.
Yeah.
Just terrible.
In the flat.
The pick in OT was a terrible throw by Mahomes.
Yeah.
You need 10. You haven't been on all game, so you throw it 25 yards down the field to double coverage.
Yeah, not a good decision.
It was good awareness, but it was a kind of a lucky play. I mean, I just don't feel... I don't feel outplayed by the Bengals. I feel like the Chiefs shit the bed. And I think that's why Bills fans should have felt better about the win. I think Bills fans should feel better about the loss last week than Bengals fans should feel about the win this week. I mean, you go to the Super Bowl, so it doesn't really matter. But
yeah, I mean, they're not going to give a shit. If I'm the Bengals, I couldn't care less. If I'm a Bengals fan...
No, you don't care less.
I'm listening... if I'm a Bengals fan, I'm listening to this podcast and going, oh, weep. Straight up. I would tweet I would tweet at me and say weep. If I was you.
I would say, yeah, because we're saying, don't feel good. I wouldn't feel great. I would, this doesn't change how I feel about the Bengals.
Are you tweeting weep to me right
yes,
now?
Yes, he is.
No idea
I think the Chiefs are still a better team than the Bengals, but we lost because I think the Chiefs blew it.
I hate to tell you, Bengals fans, Vincent is officially endorsing the Bengals now, so you are going to lose in the Super Bowl. I hate to tell you.
Yeah.
Last week,
I also hate to accept that fact.
Last week he just switched, so we're not going to count it.
Last week,
and then he went.
To be fair, the week and then you switched to the Browns and went fucking 0-3.
And you legitimately thought the Chiefs were going to win, which was the real problem. Is that you legitimately thought they were going to win.
Yeah.
So
I hate to tell you guys.
Yeah. Okay.
I
think that's it.
Well, the thing I was gonna say, as someone who just I wasn't watching the game, I was just looking at my phone. When it was 21-3, I was like, yeah, that checks out. And then I saw that the Chiefs won the coin toss. I was like, damn, GG's. And so for the fact that the Bengals won, I'm like, literally, what the fuck?
Once it went to overtime, I said GG's because I knew the Chiefs wouldn't score even if they got the kick. Especially
we were so off.
If they got the coin toss, I was like, I'm pretty sure we're going to lose. And he threw that first pass, and I said, we're going to lose. He threw that first pass to Demarcus Robinson on the flat, missed it. I said, all right, well, we've imploded. And then there was nothing on second down.
So one thing
and
I've
he threw
heard,
the interception on third.
As somebody who didn't watch, apparently y'all went up 21-3 off of the run game because the Bengals just can't cover the fucking run to save their life.
Yeah.
And then y'all were like, no, we'll stop running the ball.
That's the thing, is that even with abandoning the run and not having a great second half running the ball, they still rushed for 5.8 yards per carry, which anything over 4 is successful.
Yeah.
And anything over 5, if you're getting half of the yardage on every run you do, then you should keep doing that. And they stopped doing that.
It was just so weird because we've seen this Chiefs offense with this Chiefs offensive coordinator willing to be like, okay, because that Bills game, the AFC Championship last year, we started running the ball, and then the Bills couldn't cover it. So we just didn't stop running the ball.
Yeah.
Right. Well, and the thing about it also...
Jerick McKinnon and Clyde Edwards-Helaire were playing so well.
And when we talk about the major collapses, the biggest collapse in NFL history was the 28-3 by the Falcons in the Super Bowl against the Pats.
Yeah.
The thing that the Falcons did is exactly what the Chiefs did. Is one, you turn it over, which they did, and two, you stop running the ball successfully. or he stopped running the ball, which the Chiefs just kept throwing passes.
Yeah, Truman, you shouldn't have hit the gritty, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Pecar brings up a good point.
Somebody said it was kind of sturdy.
Someone said,
I've gotten a couple compliments on the gritty.
Someone said
They said they were a little.
after the
I've
gritty
heard
by
people say.
Truman, something felt off.
I've heard. I think the thing about that fell off was that the gritty wasn't terrible. I think the gritty was okay. I will say that
I don't think you have enough side-to-side movement.
Many people are saying this. The gritty was okay.
I will say that the trick of it was a little movie magic is I like cut off my feet for the most part. I think if you would have saw the feet, you would have seen how like uncoordinated it is. My gritty isn't terrible, but my gritty is. I watched a couple videos and like
It's hard.
I thought about it and then I did it. And honestly, if you saw my feet, it would have felt off.
See, the
you
problem-
would have been like, okay, he's bad, and maybe that's what it was too short. It was too short of a video.
But we never show feet for free.
Yeah, we never show feet for free.
Exactly. And
well, unless you use channel.
it's also really disheartening to
That's
try
not
to hit the
free, though.
gritty because there's all these videos of like tiny little kids like absolutely killing a gritty, and you're like, oh no.
Well, because
Oh no.
okay, so here's the playoffs. TikTok's had a good run. Thank you, I appreciate
You
it.
should roast both teams in one TikTok.
Now we have now we have cringe grub butts.
No, what you should do is for this playoff TikTok, it should be the Freddie, what are you doing? You're supposed to be on lockdown. It's like Vanessa. The crying one, you know? You've heard that sound?
Yes.
Yeah, you should find the crying one and do that.
Yeah.
Truman, aren't you gonna make a playoff TikTok? It's like you should absolutely do that.
Question
Nick.
for the boys: do you include coaching in your evaluation of feeling the Chiefs are better than the Bengals for that game? Yeah, I mean,
Well, I think the Bengals definitely. I think they definitely outcoached us in the second half for sure. We abandoned the run game. That's bad coaching.
that is
Yeah, so
bad coaching.
I
but
see getting away from the run game. Just like, oh, we ran it so well in the first half. Of course, they're gonna like adapt to cover the run better. And then, but like once you see that the pass game isn't working, you should then double back to the run to see what happens.
yeah, when
and
you
they
see
didn't.
when you see Mahomes choking it so bad, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's insane to me.
But do I
As
include?
someone who doesn't know dick about football, that's insane to me.
I include coaching in the same way that you could say that the Bengals outplayed the Chiefs in the second half. Technically, you are correct, but I do not feel like the Bengals outcoached the Chiefs. I feel like the Chiefs coaching imploded in the same way.
Yeah, I don't know.
Dropping 8 into coverage was tricky, but Mahomes missed simple throws, so that wasn't coaching. That was Mahomes' rattle.
I don't think this is a black or white one. I think it's a little bit of both.
Yeah,
I do think that the Bengals adjusted really well and dared the Chiefs to do one thing, and the Chiefs said no, we don't want to do that one thing, and then lost because of it.
right.
The Bengals said run the ball or lose, and the Chiefs were like okay, and didn't run the ball.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like it just a simple draw play. They had 3 in the box.
You're saying it's more of a Chiefs loss than a Bengals win. Absolutely, I think we definitely feel that
Yes,
way for sure.
if the Chiefs would have ran any of the draw plays that that K-State did, we would have scored 4 more touchdowns, but we didn't.
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah, it's really frustrating as Chiefs fans especially because we're watching this quarterback who is obviously the best quarterback in the league play so poorly. Yeah, I agree.
Obviously the best quarterback in the league. I think that's a tough call this year.
Who's
But he had played the best over the second half.
of the season? Oh yeah,
But for the entire year, I mean, Aaron Rodgers is going to win MVP.
you think so?
Yeah.
You don't think they give it to Tom
No.
as a retirement gift?
No.
Oh, also my
We proved it with Drew Brees. The
is the
MVP award
Chiefs
is
window closing as long as Patrick Mahomes is the quarterback of the Chiefs, the window is open.
right. Because here's the thing: Tyreek Hill's back next year, Travis Kelce's back next year, and Patrick Mahomes is back next year with a really solid O line. The defense can
Nick Bolton is only going to get better.
The defense really can't get that much worse. The defense was a bottom 10 defense, and if everybody moves on and we re-sign bad players and draft poorly, it'll be a bottom 10 defense, and they'll still win 12
I'd like to
games
remind you that the Chiefs went to the AFC Championship game with the worst defense: Tyreek Hill, Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, and Spencer Ware as the starting running back. So
Well, not Spencer Ware. Damian Williams.
he sucks.
Yeah.
Damian Williams.
they suck.
Damian
yeah.
Williams will always be remembered for that touchdown run against the Niners when
Really?
the game was already decided.
Really, that entire playoff run.
Damian Williams averaged 2.8 yards a carry. that
Damian
season.
Williams was bad, but he was good.
bad.
You know what they call him, Owen?
Playoff Dame.
Playoff Damian. Which, Joe Buck, they do not call him Playoff Damian. But that was...
But no, Damian Williams was bad.
But yes, no, the window is not closing.
As long as Patrick Mahomes is the quarterback, the window's open.
Man, is Kareem Hunt a free agent next year?
if we had Kareem Hunt, we'd have 4 straight Super Bowl wins.
I would agree. I've said it before. Because we were even talking about this, and this got thrown by the wayside in the stupid Twitter argument I've had to have all day. And he responded during the show. Yeah. So I got to fucking respond to it. Because now we're arguing about what we're even arguing about, which is stupid also, which I'm really just over.
You should just not reply. I've stopped replying. It's
I think I'm
mental health.
I think he's lost it. I think he's lost it, and now we're talking about what we're even talking about. And I'm like, dude, what are we even arguing about at this point?
Yeah, I don't know. I just stopped responding.
But the thing about Alex is that we were comparing Alex Smith and Patrick Mahomes because he was talking about how elite weapons. It was like, okay, well, Alex Smith is the ultimate counterpoint to anybody saying that the elite weapons is what make Patrick Mahomes.
Oh, here, real quick, I'll let you continue real quick.
Yes.
But I got somebody with the Patrick Mahomes is carried by his weapons, and then I said, oh, so Travis Kelce's far and away the best tight end in the league, then, right? And then they didn't respond. So,
right.
Fucking short-circuited their brain.
But I will say that Alex Smith also had Jamal Charles and Travis Kelce.
Oh my gosh.
For some amount, and then he had Travis Kelce and Tyreek Hill and Kareem Hunt. And then he put up 4,000 yards that one season, and Mahomes' worst season where he got hurt for 3 games was 4,000 yards.
4,200, right?
No, it's like 40 is like 40-20.
Wow.
And Alex Smith's best year was 40-40.
That's crazy.
And that was with Kareem Hunt, Travis Kelce, and Tyreek Hill. That's the Alex Smith is the end all be all counterpoint to anybody complaining about Patrick Mahomes' surroundings.
It's true.
You say he fell into the best situation because technically speaking, he probably has the worst Chiefs offensive coordinator technically.
I guess.
Because all the other ones got to go be head coaches.
Yeah, but
allegedly, I've heard Eric Bieniemy is a terrible interviewer. I think that's all assumptions based on.
I doubt it. I think there's definitely race involved with Eric Bieniemy. I think the fact that he has a prior arrest and these owners are like, black man, criminal.
Right. Well, and I think Brian Flores getting fired is a perfect example of that.
Oh my god. No, well, I think that's compounded with the fact that poverty organizations make poverty decisions.
Well, and so far I think we've gone white for head coach hires. That's a whole other discussion.
No, because the guy that hired for Green Bay, he's black.
No. They didn't hire a new coach in Green Bay. They didn't hire a new head coach in Green Bay.
I thought that was the new head coach.
Oh, and Matt LaFleur's the head coach in Green Bay.
No, wait. Then who's No. The guy that the Broncos hired from the Packers.
I don't think
that
he
OC is he not black?
I don't think so.
I thought he was black.
Hold on, Denver Broncos new coach. Maybe you might be right. Hold on, but I would still say is that
no. I mean,
Denver Broncos. Head coach Nathaniel Hackett is white. That's about as white as it gets. Honestly,
am I tripping?
They haven't hired. I don't think they've hired.
Dude, these owners are so.
They all fired. They fired a lot of black coaches.
I do think that there is race involved. I would love to sit here and tell you, as somebody who doesn't want to talk about race relations very much.
Well, he just got their second interview in Jacksonville this week.
Who did?
Doug Peterson.
Well, I'm not surprised that he's going to be.
Yeah, Doug Peterson is a Super Bowl winning coach. A Super Bowl winning head coach. Doug Peterson should be.
It's different than these no-name white dudes, though.
Right. Yes. The Bills offensive coordinator got hired. He's just a fat white guy. Nathaniel Hackett got hired. Just a white guy. Bears head coach is just a defensive coordinator white guy. They're all just first-time head coach white guys. The fact that Todd Bowles who has head coaching experience and leads the Tampa Bay defense, who won them the Super Bowl, and didn't get hired. Brian Leftwich didn't get hired.
Yeah, it's all very stupid.
Oh man, New York Giants are excited to have. Yeah, DeBall. I mean, the Bills' offensive coordinator was big.
I do think though that, like I said earlier,
reminder that Shanahan was on the hot seat. Shanahan was he really ever on the hot seat?
I still think that poverty franchises make poverty decisions, though.
That is true. That is the most true. I don't. It doesn't all come down to race.
The Lions have make a terrible hire. Nick Sirianni not ending up being an awful hire for the Eagles is the most surprising, though.
I'm not sure he's not, honestly. I mean, again, another poverty division.
He did make the playoffs. His team sucks, though. The Eagles have a terrible roster. They drafted Jalen Reagor. That's all you need to know.
Yeah, Nathaniel Hackett, I think, is a very interesting one.
I don't know. I'm telling you, bad organizations make bad hires.
You're not wrong, but, man. You know who should be on the hot seat?
I just can't
Cliff,
fucking
Cliff
believe.
Kingsbury should be on the hot
I
seat.
cannot believe they fired Brian Flores. That makes no sense to me at all.
First time they've had back-to-back winning seasons since like the early 2000s.
It's so stupid. I don't.
But if you get Jim Harbaugh,
if Jim Harbaugh is their next hire, it makes it seem less bad.
yes. But if it's anybody else, well, and the Vikings still have to hire a head coach. Jacksonville still has to hire a head coach, and Miami still has to hire.
Is it onto the Royals? Not yet. I'm gonna try to pressure Truman into talking some Tottenham here.
Not right now. Not this week.
Not this week. Not this week.
I think we're running long as is.
But we can talk about the transfer window. The Tottenham had a great transfer window.
We can talk about that eventually. That's because I think I don't know if hockey's going to be that great to talk about this.
No,
year.
I don't know. I don't know if we should talk about hockey either.
I don't know, but we can still be believers. I'm still kind of a believer. They made it close against the Wild. They played it close against.
What are we ranked in the division right now?
Well, we're like 6th, but we've moved past teams who have like 8 more games in hand than us.
Philly keeps collapsing, which is insane to me.
I have a very interesting theory about. All right, you know what? I'll save it for my pop culture minute. But I've got a
soccer
betting
pog.
hockey.
See, we got a soccer pog in the chat.
We can talk a little.
Bakar,
bit
who do you cheer for? Do you have a prem team?
Where do you think Flores ends up? That is crazy that Flores hasn't even like
somewhere.
interviewed with anybody.
Actually, that's why British fans who they were.
You should. And if they say Arsenal, you should block them.
I was reading about Elton John and Watford's history. That's very interesting. Have you ever heard about that?
What's that?
Elton John was like, I'm sorry, you all right?
You're good. I just was afraid I was going to drop it. And then I didn't.
Elton John was like born in Watford. That's like his home. That's like his team he grew up cheering for.
Yeah.
Well, he wasn't. He was born in Pinner.
Yeah, which is in the Watford,
Oh, is that what it is?
district.
Okay,
probably.
sure.
No, I mean like their like
like their
their area of influence.
Their sphere of influence.
yes.
Yes.
So like you know, Chiefs fans can be from Omaha.
I don't watch soccer much, but we lost to Canada. Oh, we lost to Canada.
Yeah,
last
they beat
night.
us 2-0.
Fuck.
Yeah, it's kind of a rough day for us.
Damn, dude. I hope we don't have to go fucking play the playoff against Oceania.
Oh, you mean fucking Barbados,
No, well, no. I mean, we'd have to. So
Trinidad and Tobago.
So
sorry.
the top 3 teams in the U.S. I looked this up because I U.S. soccer's good.
Yeah, we are good right now.
But the
Number
top
10 in the world.
So the top 3 teams in the
CONCACAF, yeah.
CONCACAF, those teams all qualify for the World Cup immediately.
Truman, who are we gonna drop?
The fourth team, if you lose, if you end up as the 4th team, well, we're dropped down to the 3rd slot.
Canada, USA, Mexico. Who's beating us?
No, there's
Who is taking?
there's
third
teams
slot?
that are close. Have you seen the table?
Who is taking the third
God
slot?
damn it, you're really gonna make me fucking talk about
Yes.
soccer?
Who's gonna take the third spot? The third
And
spot
even
from us?
football-
Owen,
They
look at
spell
the
just
table.
FOT, right? It's not FUT.
FUTBOL would be the other one. Panama. Owen.
Panama cannot beat us.
Panama is 1 point back of us, my guy.
Yes, from beating all the trash teams. Look who Panama has left to play.
They have to play Mexico.
They play all the top teams except and
They do have to play
Honduras.
3 more top teams.
They're going to
Honduras is fucking terrible. Have you seen the USA's? USA isn't out of it either. They have to play Mexico, Panama, and Costa Rica. They have basically the same schedule. Well, they can play Honduras also. Sorry.
Yes, see?
So but they still have 2 hard games.
USA
left.
TCBs against Panama, and then Panama's
March 27th, that'll decide it all. I'll say that. March 27th will decide it all.
Dude,
We need to beat the shit out of Honduras. I will say that. If we lose to
we will-
Honduras, you absolutely ring the alarm.
That's nightmare time.
You're not. But here's the thing: is that they are going on to the next stage. But the 4th team has to go play the team out of Oceania. But none of the teams in Oceania seem very good.
So yeah, that's like Australia, New Zealand.
No, it's not even Australia. Oceania. Hold on. World Cup qualifier. Yes. Hold on.
Oceania.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like
New Zealand, Solomon Islands, New Caledonia. That's the first time I've ever heard of that.
Yep.
Tahiti, Fiji,
Vanuatu. Yeah.
Vanuatu, Papua New Guinea, Cook Islands. The other 3 of all. So
Yeah, no, they're not good.
Yeah.
New Zealand will be the team coming out of that, by the way.
Right.
As they do every single year.
So that's the team you've got to play.
And New Zealand is not good.
Yes, but still, we lost to Trinidad and Tobago, my guy. Don't talk to me about
Under the old head coach.
I'm just saying. I'm not thrilled with losing to Canada 2-0. That doesn't hurt.
Canada is good though.
Although they did punch one in with.
Yeah, if you
time.
see the game stats, it looks like we kind of got unlucky.
Well, not really. We shot the same. I guess we did outshoot them. We have to. Oh wow.
Here,
Okay,
look
that
up
does
ex-
look.
look up
Okay,
the-
that does look pretty.
Look up the
unlucky.
expected goals. Look up expected goals USA Canada, and then we can stop talking about soccer.
Okay, expected goals USA Canada.
Yeah.
Also, Curly said he follows Swansea.
Oh, I'm fine with this one. That means Curly is Welsh.
He's Northern Ireland.
So, well.
That makes sense for him to.
Like you're more confused.
No, that makes sense because
I do have a friend who is Welsh.
They probably cheer for the Swansea or Cardiff.
I'll ask her.
Oh, they were also up in Ontario.
Yeah. The expected goals. Here, look up expected goals Twitter. USA, Canada. I think it's a Twitter account. Look up the Twitter account. You should follow the XG, by the way.
Okay, all right. Yeah, let's just go.
Just do little X big G. Little X big G. The XG philosophy. And then search through their tweets for USA, Canada.
Real quick, sorry. I'm not sure they did it. It would have been right in here.
True.
They played yesterday. Yeah.
Not to be a fake fan, Tottenham. Tattenham.
No,
Tottenham.
Tottenham.
This chart shows the rolling 6-game average XG per 90 minutes in Arsenal, Man United, and Tottenham.
Up the Spurs, baby.
Tottenham is top.
Up the Spurs, baby.
Well, they're probably going to get the Premier League slot, huh?
You mean the Champions League slot?
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah. Look, little X big G, Canada versus USA.
Bro, they just said that they didn't have it.
No, on Google.
All right.
And this is it. That'll be the last one we can look at.
Canada.
Drafting fucking logs.
Man, this has been a tough day for me, spelling wise. Fucking Bing.
Let's go down.
Nope, it's not gonna have it, unless this is it. US finished with they had more expected.
Yeah, got unlucky. Fine with the game. XG is a really good philosophy for judging how well or poorly your team did. So, yeah, unlucky game.
Wait, it's only 2 points? Wait, it's only 2 points in World Cup qualifiers? I thought it was 3 points to win.
Is it?
I thought so.
I don't know, but yeah. But are they goated with the sauce? Canada's not goated with the sauce there. I don't think so.
Let's see. 5 wins, 3 draws. Okay, so it is 3 points per win.
Yeah, should be.
Well, yeah. I think Canada's as good as in. I think.
Who's their next matches? Then we can stop. Does Owen not watch any sports? What do you mean?
Canada has to go play Honduras. Oh, wait, hold on. Let's look up Canada men's national team.
Oh, they played a friendly against Slovenia? Oh, El Salvador. Sorry.
I was like, what?
I think SLV is also the ticker for Slovenia as well.
What happened to the fucking thing I had? Okay.
That's hockeycanada.com.
Oh, fuck, you're right. God damn it. Fuck. Okay, this is gonna be
where
annoying.
the Google
This is
thing
gonna be annoying. Yeah, I don't know what happened there.
Owen probably watches Chinese table tennis. State mandated, by the way.
True.
Canada men's national team schedule. Here we go.
I don't know any. I do not. I'm sorry. Why the hell did the ESPN thing not be pulling up? This is why ESPN's the worst thing ever.
Okay.
ESPN Canada soccer.
Let's just do this one, and that'll bring up the score. And I can click on Canada, and then I can go to Canada, and then I can look at their matches. Canada has to play. Oh,
yeah, they're as good as in.
That's layup, Panama.
Wait, go back to that standings. Go back to standings. Look at each team's last couple matches. Yeah, Mexico is faltering. Honduras is terrible. USA. That's USA.
Canada is moving.
That is USA's only loss in their last 5. Yeah, I think we'll be fine.
Yeah, I mean they've only lost 2 games in the entire.
That's only dropped 4 points out of a possible 15. So 11 out of a possible 15.
They're 1 point out of 4th, man. God, that's scary.
Look at everybody else's. Everybody else's 6 points dropped out of a 15. Mexico's dropped 8 points out of a possible 15.
I know they've dropped 4 points out of a possible 15.
Damn.
It's not, and Panama's only dropped 6.
Yeah, it's true. Oh, Sarah. Sorry, I just got to answer this from chat real quick. Over 2/3 of Dahm That's True listeners are from China. So I'm going to start every single podcast by saying ni hao now, which is obviously Chinese for hello.
Yeah, we're big Chinese table tennis guys.
We are big Chinese. We need to start learning about the Chinese Super League.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. But we're definitely going to, I think I'm going to make Owen record a TikTok where he busted down sexual style and is goated with the sauce. Because he's kind of a quirked up white boy, I would say.
He is a bit of a corked up white.
Am I goated with the sauce? I need to be able to say that all in Chinese.
That'd be so fucking good.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
Josh Shooter.
We need to get out of here.
Homework for the week.
Anybody got a good top 5? Man, I really don't.
Top 5 words in
Top
China.
5 Chiefs playoff losses.
Oh,
No,
there's
no.
so many.
I was
of
at the
those.
Colts game.
Which Colt? The no punt game?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Wait.
Wait, not the Andrew Luck fumble to himself game.
No, that's in.
It was when you guys lost. You were up like
Is-
fucking 20 or something.
Yep. That.
Oh, you were in Indianapolis?
No, it was at home.
Oh. Okay,
was
then
it
no.
when you were a kid then?
Oh, you're talking about the Tennessee Titans game.
No, it was definitely the Colts. I went with my dad. It was some playoffs game. You guys fucking lost.
What year was it?
2012.
We haven't lost to the Colts at home in a long time.
Really?
Yeah.
I was gonna say
Since
after,
2003,
really?
which would have been the no punt Peyton Manning game.
Interesting because it was definitely
Lynn Elliott.
maybe it wasn't playoffs then,
Was that Lynn Elliott?
but
Yes, no punt game.
I don't know. You guys lost to the Colts at home.
No punt game's different.
Might
from
not have
Lynn
been
Elliott.
playoffs, but
That's what-
it was a really bad.
The
loss.
Lynn Elliott game was the Miami game, I thought.
You guys were up a significant amount and then ended up losing. It was
We did do that to the Colts. I'm telling you, I think it was Tennessee. I think it was Tennessee in 2017, 2018.
27. That sounds like the right time period, but on God, it was the Colts
Ah, man.
and Luck was playing.
Oh, that must.
I don't think Luck's only been to Arrowhead once, and he lost.
I did really interesting.
I'm pretty sure, man. Yeah. The only time they lost to Andrew Luck in the playoffs was in Indy.
All right, maybe it wasn't Luck, but
I'm
I know it was in fact the Colts.
Did the quarterback throw a pass to themselves?
My Welsh friend said Man United and Liverpool.
Cringe.
Oh
super
no,
cringe.
Man United Liverpool fans didn't hear it from me.
Oh,
Sorry.
what?
Wait, so he doesn't like Man United or Liverpool fans?
No, she is Man U, but Liverpool fans didn't hear from her.
Oh, okay.
Does she have Liverpool like friends?
She's Welsh, so I have no fucking clue.
I actually don't really hate Man United that much because that's just kind of like, the cookie cutter. I decided to watch Premier League, so I'm going to choose the biggest club.
Fair.
When did they drop down to 7th? What the fuck happened? Oh, they lost. Who did they lose to?
We recently lost to Chelsea.
Oh, Chelsea.
Chelsea, as a club, legitimately just owns us. Like, I'm not afraid to say it. It's
Oh
bad.
yeah, but I've seen this. Yeah, you guys are 2 points back, but have 2 games in hand.
Yeah.
You're game in hand FC, I know, but
Yes, game in hand FC.
but you're 2 games back. You're 2 points back of Man United with 2 games to have a shot to,
Yes, exactly.
and they're 3 points a game.
Exactly.
Also, she said she's more of a rugby fan for what it's worth.
That's
Yeah,
kinda
obviously
dope.
I don't watch rugby, so.
Makes me horny.
Imagine
Yep,
if
I believe that
American football
Arsenal's
was
ahead
more
of us.
contact.
Arsenal's ahead of us on goal differential. Yeah, they are. We have a +2. because we
NBA very
started off so well.
popular in China.
That's true.
Yeah, Lei Mao,
The China.
Lei China,
Oh, Lei Mao.
Lei Mao. That's a new one. I made that one up on the spot.
Dude, that's pretty good.
That's pretty good. All right, good top 5. Top 5 things we'll.
Hold on.
Top 5 girls Owen slept
Stop looking at the list. I was gonna ask you to just name 5 Premier League teams.
Me?
Yes.
I can do it. I've told you this.
Vincent,
We've
can you
done
name
it before.
5 Premier League
He
teams?
cannot.
I can name 4 as of today.
All right, do it right now.
Man U, Chelsea, Tottenham, Swansea.
Man,
That's it.
She said one. She said, "Man, you haven't heard."
Oh,
Don't-
is it just Liverpool?
Yes,
Does it not have-
there you go.
Yeah,
That's
okay.
fine.
Liverpool.
Let's see how many I could actually
that.
name off the
We got
list.
that.
Let's see how many I can name. Wait, oh, you got 5?
No, I just have one I want to add.
What?
West Ham.
West
Yep.
Ham. That's a good one. Okay,
good
all right.
one.
You want to see how many I can name
Yes.
out of the 20 that are in the Premier League right now?
Yes. The
Okay.
20 is top 5.
Oh shit! I got a 4th of them. Sheesh.
Man U, Man City, Tottenham, Chelsea,
Yep.
Arsenal, Liverpool, Wolverhampton,
Yep.
West Ham, Crystal Palace,
Yep.
Everton.
Everton. Now we get into the harder ones.
Oh, Leicester City.
Leicester.
Leicester City. Was that 11 or 12? I can't remember which one that
I don't
was.
remember.
I'm actually doing pretty good.
No,
Over
I think
half, pretty good.
You're doing well. You're doing well.
It's not going to be seasonal.
Watford is in the other league. They got demoted. I
Watford
read
is in
that.
the championship.
Have you seen Strawberry Anything? It's such an asshole.
Yeah, we're gonna.
Come on.
Oh wait.
Historic-
Brighton.
Brighton, yep.
My mom got me and they're mismatched. Which is
A historic club?
this one.
2 historic clubs.
Really, 2 that I've missed, huh?
Strawberry.
2 historic clubs.
I said Arsenal. I said West Ham.
Hey, Noisy Jody. Yes, We're currently talking about Premier League football right now. We're seeing how many names could 2 historic clubs.
2 historic.
Historic.
Should I know?
Carly, it's the reason I asked you what your favorite team
Did I
was.
say Manchester City? I said Manchester City, right?
Yes.
At the beginning,
Yes, you
like
just
with
said
Manchester United.
Yes. These are 2 historic clubs. You probably don't know that they're historic, but they're historic.
Oh,
Have I heard the
What's up,
names? Do you
Jody?
think?
Yes. If I tell you them, you've heard them before. 3.
Jody's my Welsh friend. I was talking about.
Did you already say the one that starts with an E?
An E?
Yes.
Everton.
Yes. Did you already
I said
say that?
Yeah.
I actually love Everton fans. Up the Toffees, by the way. Everton would be my second team. Okay, so one I'll give you, Aston Villa.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, see,
I thought they were an Italian team.
No, they're a Premier League team, and they are a historic Premier League. Club.
Yeah.
The other one is Leeds United.
Leeds United. I've
They
heard
are-
of them,
they're-
but I wasn't gonna
Yes,
pull that.
they're historic. Another one you might know from sports betting, Brentford, because they're using
Heard of Brentford?
they're using a Moneyball style.
Oh,
strategy,
that's why I've heard of
and
Brentford.
they went
yeah.
from the bottom league all the way up to the top league using this Moneyball strategy.
Mm-hmm.
Another one you missed is Southampton.
Southampton.
And can you scroll a little bit? There's 5 more clubs down the bottom of the table. Then you got Norwich, Newcastle.
Should have probably pulled Newcastle.
You did get Watford, so
Watford
on there.
is in the Premier.
But-
I guess they got promoted last year. I think.
They're going to get demoted, obviously. And then Burnley is bottom.
I mean, they're one game out of it. At
Yes,
any point.
generally the bottom of the table is about 5 to 6 teams that are really in danger.
Yeah.
This year, I really don't think Everton's in danger.
But probably Norwich City.
They're bad. But
4 of these teams are going to get.
Norwich, Newcastle, Watford, and Burnley are the ones to watch out.
Fair enough. Well, Nosy Jody, thanks for checking in. Sorry, we're naming.
Her and Swansea in it. Yeah,
Random
I'm
football
fine with
teams.
the Swans, dude. I'm fine with the Swans. They're not up right now though. They're on the championship.
Oh, really? Who's the Swans?
They call it the Football Championship. It is the second league.
And I know there's 4 divisions.
Yes, there is.
Because
there's the
that's the
Premier
thing
League.
is that when Elton John took over Watford, they were in the 4th division, and in like 3 years they were in the They were in the Premier League, and like the year after that they went to the championship of the Premier League. It was actually kind of insane.
Elton John isn't like.
I believe Watford has one.
As in like the singer Elton John.
What the fuck? He took over a football team?
Yes.
That's insane.
Yeah, he bought it and then like made a bunch of moves. He made really good moves.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Shout out Elton John.
That's and then he sold it, and then he went back to shit, and then he bought it again, and they're doing all right again. And then he's sold it mostly, and he's just kind of in a like backed role of it. I think it's very interesting. I'm going to see Elton John tomorrow, actually. Fun fact. So there you go.
Well, yeah,
Sir Elton John.
That's the top flight Premier League teams. So
Don't know
Tottenham's
Swans
in a decent spot. I think it's going to be Manchester City or Liverpool who wins the league, though. Manchester City is kind of like the Patriots right now. They're just nuts.
Owen,
Like, look how many points they have. They're insane.
I'm going to throw you a bone. Top 5 Premier League teams.
All right.
Just based on name or what you think about them, honestly.
Okay. So
Don't even do like
Palace is
your
a
top 5.
hard-to-beat
Hold on.
name, to be fair.
What?
That's such a good name.
Crystal Palace. Is
Crystal
an epic
Palace
name.
that's a super fun name.
But I'm not allowed to like it because they're a London team. So
Cringe. Yeah, there you go. Nice and loud for you. we get a little
based off of
background music
name
on
or
our
based
top
off of how I like them, how much I like them.
Oh,
How you like
really
this
either
game
one.
based off names.
Yeah, really
To be
anything.
fair.
Okay, so I'll do how much I like them.
I'd say we're gonna do it mostly based off a name. Is gonna be how much we like.
Sure. Coming in at number 5, I'll throw y'all a bone. Swansea.
There you
I
go.
almost cheered for Swansea when I was choosing my Premier League team.
Give me one
Because
of
I
these
googled the
dinosaur
Premier League
cookies.
table
That's pretty good.
when I decided to start cheering for it because I knew it was the beginning of the season.
This is a big fuck on
Swansea was in 7th and Tottenham was in 9th, and those were 2 teams that I hadn't heard of before. And I was like, Tottenham sounds better. And of course, that was the year that Tottenham challenged for the title and almost won. And I'm glad because Tottenham is a big club, and so yeah. Number 4, I'll go with Wolves. I like Wolves. Fun name.
I like Wolves.
The Wolves are.
Very confirmed.
The Wolverhampton.
Emerald is a Wolverhampton fan.
The Wolverhampton Wanderers. There.
That's a fun.
It's a
That's
good
a
one.
fun. I like this logo
Fun that
too.
they're not wolves.
No, they have
They have the most futuristic logo of them all. They have this
If
is the
Tottenham just
look at
cut
this logo. Look at compared to all these fucking
Do you think I can
shields.
fucking see that? Hold on, moving around.
The only reason that Tottenham's isn't super cool is because underneath it says Tottenham Hotspur for our official logo.
Yeah,
If they cut it off, it'll be cooler. That's what Wolf.
all these shields and then it's just a wolf.
It's fucking sick. Number 3 for my Premier League team.
I'm back with the cookies, baby. It's all a ruse.
Aston Villa, I guess. They play exciting football. Aston Villa and Brentford kind of in there. They play exciting football. I can't choose any of the big six because I do not like them. Number 2 team, Everton. I love Evertonian fans.
Really nice guys.
Everton fans, they hate Liverpool with us. Everton and Liverpool are in the same area, so they're huge rivals and they hate each other.
The enemy of my enemy.
Exactly. But honestly, Liverpool fans aren't that bad. I'm just not allowed to choose them because fuck them. But I love Everton fans. I've never met an Evertonian fan I didn't like. And Jacob Nichols, his girlfriend is from actual Everton.
Interesting.
Yeah, so it has a special place in my heart.
Oh, does it?
And obviously number 1 is Tottenham. So
Yeah.
So 5 Swansea, 4 Wolves, 3 Villa, 2 Everton, and number 1 Tottenham.
Well, since my list is the most anticipated, Vincent, you want to go second?
Can I give it top 3, please?
Top 3 sounds great.
Cool. Top 3, Crystal Palace. Cool name. Love it.
Cool name,
Here
for
for
sure.
it. Number 2, Swansea. I rep who my friends rep, and that's about it.
Sure.
And number 1, Tottenham.
Let's go, baby. Good answer. Great
I
answer.
rep who my friends
Great
rep.
answer. Great answer.
Okay.
I literally told Curl, I was like, I like Tottenham because Owen likes Tottenham.
That's a great answer, Vincent. That's a great
I'm gonna start from the top because I think that'll be easier for me in my
Sure,
head,
sure.
honestly. We'll start number 1. Arsenal. No, I'm just kidding. Number 1, Tottenham Hotspurs. Oh, cock on a ball. Tottenham Hotspurs. Number 2, I'm gonna give it to the Wolves because I lived with a Wolves fan. Very cool.
I'm fine
He's
with
very
Wolves.
normal about it. They're right behind Tottenham. They're breathing down your throat there. Breathing down your neck. Sorry, I do that a lot. Breathing down your throat, which is a different take on throated.
Open your mouth, Truman. You
No,
gotta breathe down your
no,
throat.
a different take on throated and goated. Seriously.
Sorry, man. We're Game in Hand FC, so don't worry about it.
Yes. Tottenham, number 1. Wolves, number 2. Number 3. I'm gonna go Crystal Palace. I agree with Vincent. Cool name.
That's also
Hell
Ben's
yeah,
team.
but-
It's also Ben's team. I also had a friend in high school named Kenny who was friends of Crystal Palace as well.
Oh, yeah.
Fans.
I
I was gonna say,
I mean, it's a London derby when we play them, so they're kind of
also,
supposed to be
shout out
like.
Kenny, cool dude.
But Tottenham just performed really well against Crystal Palace.
Number 4, and this will be controversial, but I'll do guess kind of have Arsenal because I had a friend who was an Arsenal fan. He's a pretty big Arsenal fan. Shout out Seta if he still listens to the podcast. Probably not. But number 4, Arsenal. I'll give it to him. Number 5. All right, I'm gonna go Leicester City. Leicester.
Leicester.
Leicester City. I say it right, and
It's a great story. The fact
that was
they've been up
that was the most fun story in sports. Yeah, and the odds that they won on, it was like
The craze-
plus 50,000.
Yeah, but you know what no one talks about because of that was Tottenham's year to win the league. That was when we were at our strongest, and Leicester just popped off more crazy.
Yep, it happens.
And Chelsea spoiled it against us with an absolute screamer from Eden Hazard that I will never forget.
This was our year to win the Super Bowl, and Burrow.
No,
just came through it.
this is
what a good story.
but Truman, this is like if
Yes.
the Chiefs would have lost that Super Bowl against the 49ers. That's what that was like.
Oh,
As a
losing to
Tottenham fan.
Chelsea.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, losing the race against Leicester.
Yeah, I
Because,
mean,
you
but
know,
the 49ers were a 1 seed.
right. I mean,
By the way, to
but,
put it,
but what I mean is that was Tottenham's best window to win the Premier League, and we did not, and we did not capitalize on it. So
While Truman looks up, shout out to Jody because I DM'd her what's her favorite football team, and her first instinct was I should check if Vincent's streaming. And here we are.
then 20.
it was 1 in 5,000.
Yeah. So for the record,
I
I want
could've
to put
told
this.
you
I want to
that.
put this in perspective for everybody, real quick.
I could have told you that. Everyone knows this.
So that they had 5,000 to 1 odds.
Yeah.
That, and as crazy as that sounds, I don't know if that really puts it in perspective. The Bengals, who had the 4th pick in the draft this year,
Yeah.
who are now going to the Super Bowl, had 150 to 1 odds.
Yeah. You know why?
And this team had 15 times worse.
Yes,
odds.
that's they do not make odds like this anymore because people were like,
30 times.
I
worse.
saw a
Sorry.
whole bunch of tweets where I was like, yeah, I put a drunken tenner on Leicester to win the league, and I just paid out school.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Like the implications of Leicester actually cashing out a 1 to 5,000, like they had to restructure sports betting, like
Legit.
legitimately as a whole overall, they don't give odds like that anymore.
Because drunk Leicester fans bet $100 on them to win.
Yeah.
And they won $500,000. Or also, I think most of those guys got paid out.
No, they had to pay out everyone.
Well,
The sports
sorry. most of those guys got paid off.
Oh yes, to not accept their full bet.
Yeah, they got paid like $300,000 just with like 5 weeks left in the season because, there's a part of me that if I had that, like in legal sports betting states where FanDuel exists, they have cash out options.
Yeah.
Or like if you would have bet on the Bengals, because you could basically trade them like stock. Like you could have bet $10 on the Bengals, and then by the time you hit the Super Bowl or the playoffs, even they probably would have offered you like $40 to cash out that bet, and I probably would have taken it.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's the thing is because like as gamblers, Truman, as gamblers, everybody knows it's expected value.
Yeah.
If your expected value when they're offering you the cash out is higher than the bet all the way through.
Right.
So.
And I mean, I don't know, And
it does
and
suck.
if they offer you $300,000 on $100, if you lost $300,000 because you wanted to get $450,000 or $5,000 or $200,000 more, and you lost $300,000 for it, why would you?
Right. I mean, that's more crushing than seeing your bet win. Because you go, if you're sitting there with $300,000, you're like, oh man, I could have had $500,000. But then the person goes, oh, but you could have had zero, and then you go, oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Here's the thing: is that when you win $300,000 and you could have won $500,000 instead,
You're like, oh.
that is a lot less. That is a lot less sad than if you had $300,000. Somebody offered you $300,000, you didn't take it, and then you won nothing.
Oh no, Hannah Learns Reed said his 49ers ticket had a 400% cash out that he didn't take.
Jeez.
Oh.
See, that's it.
See, you gotta take the expected value, man.
I would take it. I would take it at that point. Again, bad at gambling. That's all right.
Rams over.
Dude, holy shit, dude. Truman.
Rams over.
Dude, we might need to talk about the Florida Panthers, man.
Or 49ers.
We should bring Aaron back on to talk about the Panthers.
Yeah,
They're good.
probably.
They're
Yeah.
good.
Damn, I bet against them
I also
tonight
have a
too.
friend who's a.
But I also bet for the Toronto to score to win that game and go over. So good bets. Okay.
Are we talking Casey Sports right now, or a different area?
Yes.
Yeah, he's a Florida Panthers fan.
Interesting. One of the guys I did Borderlands with, he's a huge fan.
Interesting. Huh. Florida Panthers or
Hey, in
Carolina
the
Panthers?
Oh, Carolina Panthers. by the way.
Okay, yeah.
in one of these off
We're
Totally
talking
different.
hockey, not football. Yeah.
in one of these off weeks, we should do a
Casey Sports fan.
We should do a
Ironically,
Dahm that's-
fan of Casey Sports.
when the after the Super Bowl, when the off season officially starts, and we're kind of in a sports lull in between important sports things. We should I should hit up my friend and we should do a video game one. Because
Yeah.
he's got the video game one.
I know you said you didn't want to do health this week,
No,
but I think we should try to have
Hockey is very
I think we should have to have healthy off season that we should aim for. I think we should set goals,
That's probably-
and not just I think we should have life goals and
Yeah.
everything.
Okay.
So,
Sounds good to me.
but I will say that. Okay, let's get out of here, man. You gotta. I think we kind of honestly. I think we took over our pop culture minutes.
yeah,
already.
I think we kind of.
I think we're good to get out of here. Owen,
Yeah.
where
Well,
can
I
we
mean-
find-
Culture minute. Sony buys
Well-
Bungie. How do you guys feel about it?
Did they actually?
They did.
who makes?
Oh,
what's
look like
Bungie?
I hear.
Bungie is Destiny and Halo.
Truman, we can talk about this for my pop culture minute. The Halo TV show
Yeah,
is
Halo
on,
TV show
is
looks
on,
kind of dope.
is on Paramount Plus.
What?
Cortana looks bad, but everything else in the
See,
trailer
the
looks
thing is though that like it's a video game show, and the fact that they're even like that it even like
It looks
obviously
as good as it does. Is,
yeah.
I can't believe Salo.
The thing is, it looks to me like the Mandalorian.
which isn't a bad thing.
I can't believe Halo. I can't believe Xbox sold Halo. But I guess you get Call of Duty and you can afford to sell Halo.
Well, as I was saying, it's Bungie. I don't know if Bungie owns Halo. But
Bungie does not. 343 Industries is Halo, Truman.
There it is.
Bungie is Bungie's
So,
Destiny.
Bungie used to make.
Oh,
Bungie
Sony to
is
buy
Destiny.
Halo and Destiny game creator.
Well, they bought Bungie.
Yeah.
And Bungie worked on the first
Bungie
couple
made-
of Halos. I don't know how long Bungie's
Bungie went up. Bungie made Halo up to Halo 3,
There it is.
and Bungie made Destiny 1 and 2.
Yeah.
And that's their symbol. That's the Bungie symbol right there.
Bungie's still a pretty big pickup for.
No, Destiny and Destiny 2 were successful.
The Halo franchise is currently managed and developed by Microsoft on 343 Industries.
Yes,
Oh,
343.
and that's a stupid deal.
Destiny's still pretty fucking big.
Yeah,
Any
Destiny-
sort of MMO like that.
Destiny is big, but it's a fraction of what Halo
True.
is.
Yeah, it's in fact.
And it's a fraction of what Call
But
of
yeah,
Duty.
I think that the Halo show is going to be actually good because it looks like the Mandalorian to me, and nerds are going to be like, oh, Cortana doesn't look the same, and Master Chief's voice is different. I honestly do not.
more blue and it's fine.
Yeah, I know.
The fact that she looks as human if she doesn't, like, why?
Yeah, well, it's a hologram. The holograms always
Just
look.
make her blue.
It's
not hard.
harder to do live action holograms than it is to do video game holograms
I
because
get
it's already. But I just think that they could have
Halo
grabbed
movie
it.
is good.
They could have paid the the Master Chief voice actor. I don't get why they didn't. It
Okay.
didn't make any sense.
Okay, so here's what I will say. Microsoft acquired Activision, which is pretty interesting.
This is your pop culture.
No, this is. I mean, we already did pop culture minutes,
No.
but I will say that was like a huge deal, pretty much. And Disney acquired Fox. That was like the biggest deal you can remember. But a year before Disney acquired Fox, AT&T bought Time Warner, and I didn't hear shit about that. And that's well, I've heard about it, but that's the biggest merger in history.
Well,
that was worth $14 billion more than Fox.
Dude, well, Take-Two buying Zynga is big for Facebook games. Zynga has the fucking
I miss
stranglehold.
I miss like
Yeah.
2010s era Zynga games. Like Farmville, unironically, was a banger.
Did you guys play Turf Wars or Mafia?
I played Mafia Wars.
Yeah,
Mafia Wars?
I didn't play too much Turf Wars.
Oh, do you play Mafia Wars?
No, not really.
Damn, I played Mafia Wars.
I
My
played
dad fucking played the shit
I
out
was
of Mafia
goated at
Wars.
Mafia Wars.
I played oh gosh, what that Facebook game I played? It's like Wild Ones. It was like the turn-based kind of platform shooter.
I did like Ninja Wars, I did Brains, I did Office Wars, I did. Mafia
I still do
Wars.
Shadow Fight every once in a while.
A little marketing Monday here for everybody.
I still
That's a
do
little Patreon shout.
Shadow Fight every once in a while.
Okay, we're getting out of here. That's
Yeah,
been
getting out of here.
Owen. Where can we find you?
Join me on Twitch and Twitter at Domination7, DAHMINATI17. I plan on streaming tomorrow, probably Thursday as well. So
Old Throat Goat the Z.
Yes, notice the Z. I'll be streaming Thursday, doing some of my own solo stuff, and then Friday we got the Stan Bleach podcast.
Ooh, nice. You can find me.
Maybe we'll announce our org name eventually.
Nice.
We're working on it.
Fair enough. And you can find me twitch.tv/Steam Machine, STEEHNMACHINE, Twitch, Twitter. Posted TikToks today. Go like it. Go comment. Send it to your family. Send it to your parents. Send it to your cousins. Send it to everybody. You know, really get off on it. You know, no, wait, don't get off.
Get off on the pussy TikToks, please.
All right. I appreciate everybody being here. We do appreciate you tuning in as always. We will see you guys next week. We're going to be breaking down the Super Bowl. And then the week after that, we're going to go back and regrade our NFL hot takes from the year. So that'll be fun. We appreciate everybody. Thank you for the new viewers tuning in. Jody, thank you, Handlers Raid, for all the gifted subs. Thank you, my good Irishman, for the bits. Wrath of B, thanks for the raid. We're going to raid somebody after this. Stick around. But we do appreciate you guys. See you next week. Oh, peace.